second U.S. Open final. Can you describe the different emotions you felt 3 years ago to today?
No, I don't. I don't really remember it too much. I'm just excited to get out there today.
How much are you looking forward to the atmosphere you're going to have out there with the fans?
It's going to be great. I'm going to try to take it all in, and I definitely have to try to use them to my advantage.
Thanks, Andy. Best of luck. Roger Federer, the defending champ, looking to win 3 in a row. Has only lost 1 set in this championship. Has now played Andy Roddick in over a year.
Hello.
Hi, Roger. Roger, you played Andy in a couple finals at Wimbledon. What are you looking forward to today here at the U.S. Open?
Well, I think this might be, probably his best surface. I have an incredible record too, in the last couple of years. So I hope I can take that into the match. I think it's going to be a really open match. We've always had good matches against each other, entertaining for sure, because of his serve, because of his personality, and because of my variety. So I think it's going to be a good match.
Last year you played Andre Agassi in the final, and the crowd. What are you expecting today, facing another American?
I hope not as tough, I think last year was very emotional. Nobody knew if it's going to be his last match of Andre and me either. So it was a torn kind of a emotional match for me as well. So I think it's going to be better this time around.
Thanks, Roger. Good luck.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Dick.
All right, Barry, Joe Fernandez, the man just rewriting the tennis record book. Think about it. The last 13 Grand Slams, 8 of those have been won by Roger Federer. And he's been almost impossible to defeat in any significant tennis match in the last 3.5, 4 years. Can Andy Roddick, the American, serve it big enough and play at the highest level of his game to challenge Federer? And that's the big question that awaits all of us, and this big crowd now will salute the entrance of our final competitors. And while New Yorkers and Americans love the underdog and certainly will be cheering for Andy Roddick, there is so much respect for the incredible game of Federer that they certainly will be fair to this 25-year-old from Switzerland. Pleasure now to introduce Mary Carrillo and Hall of Famer John McEnroe. And let's start with the impossible Roger Federer.
We were just laughing when he says stuff like, well, I've just had an incredible record these last couple of years. He's right, of course, but I just love how he says it, Dick. He is the most precise ball striker out there, and if you count every stroke, he's probably the most precise of all time. Will he be the greatest of all time? That's still a question mark, but he was already down in the locker room, just before this match, talking with Tiger Woods, and he's compared to Woods an awful lot for how he has been able to dominate this sport. He's won 4 Wimbledons in a row already. He's won a couple of Australian Opens as well, and now he's going after his 3rd U.S. Open. I mean, the guy is absolutely remarkable, especially on a court that has some quickness in it, like the grass, where he's twice beaten Andy Roddick and won again this year as well. We've seen him win here at the U.S. Open a couple of times. And, of course, he's won down under as well. The only thing he has not yet won is Roland Garros, the French Open, but he even got to the final of that this year. He's had a remarkable season. Even by his ridiculously high standards, he says this is the best year he's ever played, and he wants to add number 9 tonight.
Just to underline his greatness, should he win today, this U.S. Open, he will accomplish something no one in tennis history has been able to do, and that is to win Wimbledon 3 straight years and then the U.S. Open 3 consecutive years, John.
Well, he does have an opponent, and Andy Roddick is someone who has gotten himself back in the mix, and the reason he's gotten himself back in the mix, Dick, is because he's believing in himself now. He's strutting his stuff, he's showing his emotion, and he's got that huge power game. And since he's the only guy left in the tournament, he's going to have to come up with something special to try to upset this guy Federer. He's got the serve and he's got the power. The best match that I ever saw him play was in a losing effort to Federer a couple of years ago at Wimbledon, where he just let it all hang out. And that, to me, is what he needs to do here. He just got to let it rip. He's got to try to get Federer on his heels. The pressure is not him. It's like what I spoke to Jimmy Connors just before the match. There's good news and bad news. The good news is there's no pressure. The bad news is there's no pressure. So how is he going to respond to that? Is he going to play the best he's ever played, or is he going to be satisfied with getting to the final? Let's hope he plays well. Makes a match of this.
He has played well in the hard court this summer. 12 straight wins, 19 out of 20 since he joined forces with Jimmy Connors as his mentor and coach. five-time champion here. Nearly 24,000 at Arthur Ashe Stadium. Roddick challenges the world's #1 Federer.
I think it happens to a lot of guys over 50. See, I was always going during the movies and hating to stand up, going during a presentation and hating to stand out.
For you this afternoon.
And once I got there, I had trouble going, and I was going 3 times a night. I said to my doctor, I have a going problem. He said, you have a growing problem. It's not your bladder. Your prostate is growing. See, I had an enlarging prostate. My doctor prescribed Avodart.
Most medicines only treat symptoms. Avodart, with time, actually shrinks the prostate and improves urinary symptoms.
So I can go more easily when I need to go and go less often.
Only your doctor can tell if your symptoms are from an enlarged prostate and not a more serious condition such as prostate cancer, so have regular prostate exams. Avodart is for men only. Women should not take or handle Avodart due to the risk of a specific birth defect. Tell your doctor if you have liver disease. Rarely, sexual side effects, tenderness, or swelling of the breast can occur. Call your doctor today. Avodart for your growing problem.
It's a long and perilous journey from inspiration to reality. Best to bring along a guide.
Agent 24/7, come. Our exclusive relationship with Yahoo Real Estate has produced this new internet technology that makes it easier than ever to find or sell a home.
Future of real estate. Potential real estate. The future of real estate. Now.
The lifespan of a U.S. Open Bowl is 9 short games. So where do they go from there? Some resign themselves to menial tasks. Others try charity work. Though, for a very, very lucky few, life is more exciting than ever. Lexus, proud sponsor of the U.S. Open.
A clash of division rivals. Bills, Dolphins, Chiefs, Broncos, Patriots, Jets. Doubleheader next Sunday on CBS.
And welcome back to the National Tennis Center. The weather cooler by about 15 degrees from yesterday. Humidity is up. Not much wind to be of concern. So it should be ideal for players and fans. Speaking of championships, late last night after Maria Sharapova had won the women's singles title over Justine N. Arden, Martina Navratilova, living legend with Bob Bryan, combined to beat Pesky and Dom 6-2, 6-3, and win the U.S. Open mixed championship, mixed doubles championship. Here's match point, and Martina Navratilova has her 59th Grand Slam title. 16 of those here at the U.S. Open. And it's a big day for Martina Navratilova. You saw her, the honorary coin tosser before the match, and was honored with Don Budge into the Court of Champions here at the U.S. Open. Roger Federer. What is there that we don't know about this talented Swiss? Just 25. Compacted 6'1" and 177. Again, the winningest player on tour with 69 match wins this year. 7 titles, including 2 slams, Australia and Wimbledon.
Roger had a pretty good road here to the finals. Lexus road to perfection. This is his 4th match in 5 days. And so this is perhaps feeling it. And he showed signs of being human in that match against Blake, where he didn't put away it as easily as one would have thought based on his past couple years. Roger spoke to Tiger Woods, who Mary mentioned on the phone a couple weeks ago, and Tiger just offhandedly said, listen, if you're in the finals of the Open, I'll come to the finals. And look, here's Tiger meeting Roger, because I saw Roger in the locker room. I'm going to say hello to Tiger Woods, meet him for the first time. So does that. These two giants of their profession talked a bit.
It's interesting, isn't it? He's 6 away from Pete Sampras's all-time mark of 14 slam titles, and Tiger is 6 away from Jack Nicklaus's all-time 18 golf majors. And here's a look at that comparison. Tiger at 30 with certainly many great years ahead for him, and Federer young at 25. One would figure he's going to be winning slams for another 5-7 years.
They probably said, well, let's try to do this the same year. You know, we'll break their respective records. Here's Federer to serve first. Roddick had the tougher of the two matches yesterday. More physical, longer match. We'll see how they look come up physically today. Roddick needs that good start. Federer's not exactly a slow starter himself.
Don't you also think that with Tiger Woods in the stands, watching him, you know, coming here specifically to watch him, that he might want to show off even a little more?
Yeah, that's frightening for Roddick.
Here's why they compare me to you, Tiger.
He didn't
I could do that.
Yeah, he didn't think Tiger would actually show up, so impressive. And to actually follow up on his word.
Yeah, they're both remarkable in that they follow other sports so closely as well and admire athletes and teams that play other sports, and they can give you subject and verse on almost any sport or athlete, and they've had their favorites and they admire each other from a distance, and now they meet here at this U.S. Open. Roddick hopes that he can pull together his game as he did the last 3 sets yesterday against Mikhail Yuzny, where he didn't face a break point and committed only 10 unforced errors in 28 games. .40-30 here in the opening game. Andy Roddick makes his home now in Austin, Texas. Bigger than a lot of people think he is. He's a big, strong athlete. Ranked 10th. He's moved to 6th with his showing here. If he wins today, he'll be 5th in the world. And as we mentioned, a terrific hard court season. 19-1. Just long. And Federer has opened this championship match by holding in the first game. Let's take a look at the road to perfection presented by Lexus.
No, he's played well. That's not Boris Becker he beat, by the way, in the round of 16. Benjamin Becker, also from Germany. Then he took out Leighton Hewitt, against whom he has not had a sparkling record. He'd beat him in straight sets. And then Mikhail Yuzny, the tough Russian. He's returning serve very, very well, apart from his tremendous serving these last 2 weeks. And get this. Through the first 6 rounds of this tournament, he's been up to the net more than Federer.
That was similar at Wimbledon when Nadal had been up to the net more than Roger.
Exactly.
Roddick with 21 career titles, 12 of those on this surface, hard court.
He's had very high serving numbers, Roddick, very effective, and he's serving in the 70s. And it's very, very good numbers for such a big server, but he'll have to do it even better today against Federer, who handles his serve like he handles almost everybody else's. Like it's not one of the biggest he's ever seen.
And the one most telling statistic is they've met 11 times, and Roddick has won only once.
And he hasn't won a set in a couple of years, not since the Wimbledon final of '04. exactly what Andy Roddick does not want. He wants his service games to be short and snappy. He wants to create any kind of rallies against Federer's serve, and there's that head-to-head we've been speaking about.
The only win for Roddick was 3 years ago in Montreal. Since then, Federer has faced 27 Americans, and he's 27-0. And as we've seen at Wimbledon and their other matches, Federer's return of service has diffused the power of Roddick almost every match. And here he is with 3 early break points. "136th week as the world's #1. He's already assured himself he's been so dominant this year that he's already #1 no matter what happens the rest of the tennis year.
Obviously, he's going to need to hit a lot of big first serves. If he can pull out of the game like this, would be a nice boost for him.
133 miles an hour on that serve out wide.
Should he occasionally serve and volley, knowing Federer's just going to block it back? Perhaps. He's got to throw different options at him.
On the line. Oh, the variety of Federer, the spins, the angles, the pace. He leads to love.
Oftentimes he gets off to a good start, and this is certainly the case right here. That forehand is working. It's the biggest shot in our sport. You give him time, you can pretty much write off the rest of the point. This is exactly what Roddick didn't want to happen. He looks a little sluggish out there first couple games. He's not moving as well as he wants.
Opening Sunday of the NFL season, and here are the finals. Hope your team came away with a victory. Some surprises. Baltimore shutting out Tampa Bay 27-0.
Federer looks quick, and he's on top of things here early.
Two championships, 7 wins each of those, and now 6 this year.
That's what he needs to do. Get the second serve. He's got to step in and be aggressive with it. Doesn't want to get caught scrambling way behind that baseline. And when he comes in, Roddick, he needs to hit an aggressive shot. Not just slice that back in. Saw that too much against Usney. He made the nice adjustment after losing the first set.
Couple of aces for Federer. With a break point.
He's trying hard to work over the Federer backhand, the weaker side. This one finds the net.
Well, he watched the Blake match for sure, and in that match, there was numerous occasions where Federer showed some signs of vulnerability. Here's a big chance for him to break right back.
And the third ace from Federer, a quick denial.
used to serve and volley more. Now he goes for a little bit bigger serve. That was 119 out wide. Got the job done. Follows it up with that forehand. You just can't read where he's going to hit it. And he can hit it flat. He can use stand, angle the ball, and it's all working right now for him.
I don't really see Tiger Woods. I can't remember him being at other tennis events. I hope he doesn't think this is how like everyone plays. He's going to get spoiled if this is his first trip out.
Well, that's the way the gallery feels when they see Tiger Woods play.
This sport looks easy.
Another forehand winner from the champion. CBS Sports coverage of the United States Open continues after this word from your local station.
In just 4 days, the most anticipated Survivor premiered CBS Thursday.
U.S. Open Tennis on CBS 11 is brought to you by Saab. Born from Jets.
Rick Wilcoxon is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell a story, we hired an actor.
Originally, I switched to Geico to save money, but then I was in an accident.
Yeah, that's right. I was in an accident.
I got on the phone and called Geico.
Yeah. Whoa. Hey, how's it going?
After a few days, I had my repair check. It was fantastic.
Yeah, I got the check. Got my car fixed. It's my birthday. Fixed my bumper. New tail lights.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
It's my birthday.
Enjoy all of CBS 11's reality series brought to you locally by Samsung. You can live more with less with a slim slider from Samsung.
Discover Rob & Stuckey, the ultimate destination for fine home furnishings and award-winning interior design. Rob & Stuckey.
Every year and every day, we won't forget. We will remember.
Coverage of the U.S. Open on CBS Sports is sponsored by Lexus, Citizen Watches, IBM, and by Franklin Templeton Investments. Andy Roddick with a chance to break back in that last game, but quickly that opportunity evaporated as Federer leads 3-love.
Well, we speak about Andy Roddick's serve and forehand being his two big weapons. So far, it's Federer who's had 3 aces and 4 forehand winners. Roddick has had 0 in both categories.
Just wide and confirmed.
There's just not a lot on his ball right now. He seems to me like he's feeling the effects of that match yesterday. He has not gotten going yet. And certainly nerves playing a role, even though the expectation is that Federer's going to win. It's finally a big first serve, well placed.
It's a strange pressure dynamic, isn't it? Because obviously Federer's the favorite, but Roddick has got to feel a little bit of pressure. He's exceeded the expectations based on his seeding, but he's still trying to get back to where he was a couple of years ago. He wants to play on Sundays again. I'm not sure he wants to play this fella he's up against today all the time.
But Jimmy wants him to be aggressive on that approach. He just didn't put much on it. He gave Roger plenty of time there. Yes, his backhand's weaker than his forehand, but it's still a very good shot.
And that's the shot that worked so well for Federer against Davydenko in the semis.
Well, it started with Roddick. It's befuddled him. He uses it often now against players that don't really feel as comfortable at net. And Roddick clearly has to deal with that shot. He better.
He's a concert master. He just got all the right strokes and doesn't hit many sour notes.
Well, he's obviously at the top of his game, but he's picked up on the fact that Roddick is just not there yet, and he's just taking quick advantage.
Broken only 5 times, but facing a break point here would give Federer a double break lead in his first 2 service games.
That's wide.
Roger Federer, 2-time reigning champion here, 8 Grand Slam titles, and he jumps out to a commanding lead early.
He just didn't get his racket in the ready position, and Federer put a lot on the passing shot. It was a good deep volley. And he sort of was leaning over to the backhand side. Looked a little low to me, his racket, and this is, set's over now. 2 breaks down already.
We've spoken, John, about how if Roddick comes into the net, he wants to do it the way Connors did, having to only hit 1 volley. If he's hitting another volley after that, it's a defensive one.
Already 10 winners to 5 unforced errors for Federer, while Roddick has only 1 winner and 4 errors.
I think the reason he came back from the breakdown in the 5th against Verdasco, beat Hewitt for the first time in a slam, came back against Uzi, is because he imposed his will. He wanted it. And the opponents sensed that. And right now, you don't feel that from him. That he doesn't believe that he can win this at the moment.
Well, you mentioned Wimbledon a couple of years ago, the best match that he felt he'd ever played, and you agreed with that, John McEnroe, and yet he didn't win. Lost in 4 sets.
Yeah, well, he had played the day before. He got a little tired. There was a rain delay, some bad luck, but he was playing great for a couple sets. This is obviously the exact opposite of what he wanted. He wanted a quick start. So he could believe in himself. Now, his first set's going to be gone in less than half an hour. This rate, 20 minutes.
And Federer has an incredible record when he wins the first set. And throws in another ace, his 4th. 5-love, Federer, opening set.
Watch out for this guy. He returns everything.
My life is about taking on all challengers. That's why my card is American Express.
A troubled steel business. At Franklin Templeton, we saw a chance to invest in a re-engineered steel company poised for a turnaround, building strong returns for our fund shareholders. Perspective like this has made Mutual Series a leader in value investing. Franklin Templeton Investments. Gain from our perspective. Ask your advisor for a prospectus with investment goals, risks, fees, expenses, and other information to read and consider carefully before investing.
Roddick serving to at least get a game on the board here in the opening set. He hasn't been bageled as you watch Jimmy Connors during the changeover. Just a slight suggestion there.
Been a banana. Make you good.
You need to put up the 4 fingers, though. That was the signal last night.
Oh, my God. That goes over. Wow, that almost went over. He almost wristed that one over. 140 miles an hour.
Sending a message that something better may happen these next couple sets. Right at him. You hit it that hard. I mean, how's the guy going to react, even Federer?
Federer lost a 6-love set in a Grand Slam event. He lost in Bangkok 2 years ago. A love set. Happened to be against a man named Federer. Here are 3-game points. And Roddick does hold it low, 5-1.
Even if Roddick loses this set right here, at least he's in this match. At least he's on the board. It's giving the fans something to yell about. And that'll relax him, hopefully, and give him some energy.
Well, basically, Federer has played Roger Federer type tennis, but Roddick is giving away this first set.
So this is what Roddick wants to have developed. He wants there to be rallies on the Federer service game, not his own.
Here's an easy error there from Federer. Roddick was relaxed before the match, maybe a little bit too relaxed. And guys, as great as Federer, take advantage. The key for Roddick now is to make sure he gets his intensity up so that he plays well at the start of the second set, doesn't even get in a bigger hole. Forget this set. This is to get himself ready for the next couple minutes when he has to get a good start there.
Even the slightest of openings bringing cheers, 15-30.
That's the backhand down the line that Connors wanted him to stick on that last changeover.
Couple of break points now for Roddick.
Well, Jimmy's talked about how well Roddick listens and how quickly he can absorb information. He's done in this game, and he's going to at least get a chance to get one of these breaks back. It would be a true miracle if he came from 5-love down.
Does break. 5-2.
Unstoppable. Sasha Cohen is. So is her Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. It's unstoppable. Just like the people who wear it. Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
Get every ATM fee from any machine at any bank anywhere in the country automatically refunded. You just have to celebrate. Go to eTrade.com and be blown away.
Paula Sala is a real Geico customer, not an actor. So to help tell her story, we hired that announcer guy from the movies.
When the storm hit, both our cars were totally underwater.
In a world where both of our cars were totally underwater,
we thought it would take forever to get some help.
but a new wind was about to blow.
With Geico, we had our check in 2 days.
Payback. This time, it's for real.
Geico. Real service, real savings.
It sure looked good on paper. But who's going to help help you make sure it looks good on stage.
Unstoppable. Like a Waltrip is, so is his Citizen Echo Drive. Fueled by light, it never needs a battery. It's unstoppable. Just like the people who wear it. Citizen Echo Drive watches. Unstoppable.
This enthusiastic crowd at Arthur Ashe Stadium Court. Exploding after Roddick at least fought back to break Federer. And will serve 2-5 here in the first set.
He has yet to win a single point now. 0 for 6 at net. Here's where he knows that Federer is going to block that return back, so trying to cut it off. It's a good idea. Needs to get that volley. Some confidence up in net. That serve starting to work, though.
First ace.
He's getting the cobwebs out, starting to loosen up. He's playing a lot better than he was a few minutes ago. It's an incredible return.
And again, I tend to use the word precise with this man, and he can do it when he's serving. He can even do it when he needs a great return. He created a tremendous opportunity for himself there with that first strike of the ball. The second one won him the point.
I wonder how he practices that. I mean, guys don't serve that big.
Walks back to serve again. It's long.
That's the shot he'd want to put back in the bag, because he just doesn't put enough on it, and Federer can run around the backhand or dictate play from the baseline.
So the unforced errors, but in winners, it's Federer 14-5 for Roddick. Like to hold here so that he might have a chance to start the second set with his serve should Federer win the first set.
But not only that, Federer couldn't serve out the first set against Blake. In the third set, when he served for the match, he didn't win that. Blake won the set. In the fourth set, he was up 2 breaks, and Blake had a couple chances to level. So there's hope out there for Roddick, but he is finding himself down set point.
The two-time champion, Roger Federer, 6-2, has the opening set.
The old days. Rod
what was his name?
Laver.
Rod Laver. That's when tennis players were men. They didn't have all this fancy equipment, this titanium, this, and sports psychologists, be one with the ball, all that stuff. No, and they were still better than most of the players you got playing today, and all they had was catgut and wood. I heard nice things about you, though.
A lot of people have trouble sleeping, but they don't all have the same trouble. Some can turn off and stay awake for hours. Others turn off right away, but wake up again later. Many people have both problems. That's why people are asking their doctors for controlled release formula Ambien CR, the latest Ambien. It's the only one with 2 layers that work differently. One dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep fast. The other dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. Ambien CR is a treatment option you and your doctor can consider along with lifestyle changes and can be taken for as long as your doctor recommends. Until you know how Ambien CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Be sure you're able to devote 7 to 8 hours to sleep before being active again. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. It's non-narcotic. However, like most sleep medicines, it has some risk of dependency. Don't take it with alcohol. A good night's sleep shouldn't be an on-off thing. Falling asleep and staying asleep can make a big difference. So ask your doctor about controlled release formula Ambien CR. Remember, CR.
This is Julie. She can tell you how many medals Kenya won in the last 3 Summer Olympics.
22.
How many fouls it takes to foul out of a basketball game.
6 professional, 5 college.
The international dialing code for Denmark.
45.
But ask her about her credit score, and she's clueless.
Steeplechase.
Knowing your credit score could save you thousands on your next home loan, car loan, or credit card. Log on to freecreditreport.com and find out how you can get your free credit score and report with enrollment in Triple Advantage. Don't be like Julie.
2 to 1.
Get the score.
In overtime.
There's so much offensive power in the game of Roger Federer. Easy to overlook his defensive talent. Here he is against one of the game's very best servers, who had been broken only 5 times in 6 matches of this U.S. Open. And Federer breaks him 3 times in the opening set.
Federer is also hitting the ball with considerably more pace off the ground, and Andy's going to need to correct that.
Roddick playing some defense. Love 30.
Well, here comes that short ball from Federer. This ball has some pretty nice depth, but a little luck will not hurt Andy. Federer did not hit that forehand as well as he normally does.
and 4 when winning the first set. Like Tiger going into the final round on Sunday, a major.
He's going to challenge it. He missed the shot anyway. And it looked from here like it's in, but maybe a little long. Let's give him love 40.
And it is long.
Out. Well, he'll tell you he mishit it because it was out.
So a big opportunity for Roddick to start the second set on a proper step. 3 break points.
It's a huge chance for him here.
Open the second.
Obviously, the crowd is pumped up, and so is Roddick. That forehand starting to find the range. And he's been able to carry that momentum he built towards the end of the first set. Get a good start here.
What I liked in that last rally is you could hear him squeaking around the court, which meant that he put in an awful lot of good footwork, something his friend and advisor Jimmy Connors has made famous for doing that, for making that kind of noise along these hard courts.
He's really in it now. He's moving a lot better. He's starting to walk around that court like there's some belief growing in his body that he can pull this off.
And he's pounding and squeaking. He's going to be winning a lot of
points. He needs that, yeah.
Wins the first 5 points of the second set.
Roger had to come up with something special there, because he knows now that Roddick is playing with a lot more enthusiasm, a lot more purpose. He still doesn't have the skill level up at the net that could develop him into a much more dangerous guy up there. And the fact is that Federer likes targets, even big ones like Andy.
Only 4 for 12 at the net. And it's cost him, losing the first set 6-2. Not good enough.
Yeah, he was in a winning position. He needed to do more with that volley. It's a good idea to keep Federer guessing, serve and volley once in a while. And he's got to keep that wrist firm and really go after it. He almost sliced the volley, which gave Roger time to track it down. Well, this shot here is something that Jimmy Connors tried to get him to just do away with here. And can't break the wrist like he did there, but he's going to rely on that serve now to win some points.
Here comes again. And
well, he got it done. It was wide.
Just wide.
He's playing with fire, but Federer appears to tightened up a bit in the early parts of the second set. When you lose serve 3 times in a set, you're not going to win a lot of second serve points, which he hasn't done so far. Almost hit it right back to him. It's to annoy him, it seems.
All that work to get that.
Not quite as elegant as Federer at times. I like the commitment level, though.
He's got to do that. He's found that next gear. He's gotten him in this match now. Certainly helped energize the crowd.
Trying to consolidate that break of service in the first game of this set. Hang on to the lead. And he does. It's 2-love in the second. Well, tomorrow, Dave's all new with Martha Stewart plus music from Justin Timberlake. And we understand Maria Sharapova is going to be a guest on Dave tomorrow night. You won't want to miss that. And later this week, Ashton Kutcher, Johnny Knoxville, The Rock. Special top 10 with NASCAR drivers, all on the Letterman Show this coming week. But Maria will be there on Monday night. 2006 United States Women's Champion. 6-4 and 6-4 last night against Justine Arden. Earlier this afternoon, the new women's champion arriving here at the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. She drew a few photographers for her appearance, and of course with the trophy.
It's an understatement.
Standing next to her last night in the trophy ceremony, she is so incredibly photogenic.
She was thinking the same thing about you.
Yeah, I thought she'd at least give me a little pat on the back when I tried to scramble for the top of the trophy. I was going to even dive and try to make a one-hander on it.
Sorry, that didn't happen.
He thought about really going at him, but Roger's such a likable guy. He's got too much respect for that. I've taken a few of the chest in my day, and a guy had a ball like this.
Mr. Lendl liked to go at
Sure did.
You would never do that to an opponent, though, would you? And Federer with a hold. Roddick with the lead in the second set. Federer won the first 6-2.
I'm a very calm person till I'm on the phone trying to order 20 pounds of pork when my wireless network. So I switched to seeing this all over network. The network with the fewest dropped calls. That's right. Testing from the leading independent research company proves it. Finito. So if you... And get singular.
Singular, with the fewest drop calls, raising the bar.
Morning.
Morning.
So excited for your match today?
Can you tell?
Just a little.
A passion for tennis, a passion for life. Mass Mutual, the life insurance company proud to support both.
Hello, I'm a Mac. And I'm a PC.
I'm afraid to ask.
Well, I was sitting on my desk.
Yeah.
Someone walked by, carelessly tripped over my power cord, yanked me straight down to the ground. Bam!
Yikes. MacBooks come with this power cord that connects magnetically, so when it gets pulled, it just pops right off. Everything's just kind of thought out, like the tiny built-in eyesight camera.
My life is flashing before my eyes. I see a sunset in a field of beautiful wheat.
Isn't that your screensaver?
Yeah.
When the dust settled from 9/11, it ended up in the lungs of thousands who are now getting sick. Katie Couric has the story on 60 Minutes tonight.
NFL Sunday kicks off on CBS earlier today, and here are all the early scores and results. Jets pleased the New Yorkers with a 23-16 win at Tennessee. They had to come back after a 16-0 lead, and the Titans tied them, but the Jets pulled it out in the fourth. Andy Roddick with a 2-1 lead in the second. Federer won the opening set. Roddick has lost only one set in the entire championship. That was to American James Blake.
Well, the ball was in. You can't challenge your own serve.
Carlos Bernardes in the chair.
Or can you?
And Roddick is telling the call to the right side. Call's good.
He thought it was out. He didn't play the point.
Yeah.
Roger just blocked it back.
This is a little bizarre. Andy Roddick hoping his serve was out. Oh, tragically, it was good.
So far in the challenges in the championship, the players on the men's side have been correct only 31% of the time.
What's about the national average for men, like in everything?
31%.
Yeah.
A little luck never hurts. Federer's level of play has dipped just a little bit, and Roddick is playing a lot better. You start getting breaks like this, you start thinking you can pull off the upset.
And he's not just working hard now, Andy. He's playing hard. And he had to laugh at himself over that call that went against him. And he's playing hard.
Yeah.
Oh, my. What reactions by Roddick.
That's his brother John giving him a standing O. Jimmy almost fell backwards.
That was a good approach shot and just a fantastic play by Federer, and Roddick did well just to even get this back. He's had a couple lucky points in a row. He's got a chance now to hold here. A 3-1. That feels real nice right about now.
You know, Roger Federer said that last year when he played Andre Agassi in the final on this court. And Agassi took a set. And Jimmy and his brother John reacted. Federer said that was the toughest audience he ever played a match under. And now I think this is the spirit of this match is very similar for Roger.
Just to refresh memories, last year at this time, Agassi set all and led in the third set late, up a break. And then Federer just raised the level of his play incredibly and won it in 4.
Roddick is really trying to hit through the ball. There's a lot more zip on his shots. Doing everything better. He's serving big, he's moving well, he's hustling, showing his emotions. Very nice to see.
Still great numbers for Andy. Not as many winners as Roger. Those serving numbers are what has gotten him back in this thing, made him feel good about his chances.
Let's just think, he's serving at 69%, and he's lost his serve 3 times already.
Federer's out-aced Roddick 6-1.
When he needs something short, when he's looking for something he can attack, Roger will continue to go to Andy's backhand side. And when Andy has played that well, he's moved very hard to get himself in position to hit offensive backhands. Like that.
And the hold by Federer. Roddick still in the lead in the second set, 3-2.
Three screens, wireless, broadband, and TV are coming together. Another innovation from AT&T, helping you make the most of your world. The passion to invent, the drive to deliver. The new AT&T, your world, delivered.
According to mythology, Mercury gave Pandora a box and said, "Don't open it." But Pandora opened the box, unleashing sorrow and misfortune. Feeling for Pandora, one more thing was put in the box. Hope. Hope gave people the strength to overcome, rebuild, and prosper. Your inner strength, our financial strength. AIG, the strength to be there.
Come on, Eddie Roddick! Yes! Can't believe it. You know, I sold everything, all my possessions, sold the lot. Drifted 62 days at sea, homemade canoe. Who does that? This guy does that, yeah! Just to see you win in New York, are we gonna do it? Say yes! Okay!
The SEC on CBS. Two classic rivalries. Four of the top teams in the country. College football at its best. Next Saturday on CBS.
Welcome back to the USTA Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in the largest court in the world. Arthur Ashe Stadium, nearly 24,000 to see this men's final. Andy Roddick with the lead in the second set, down a set. He's serving at 3-2.
Here's a point he should have won. Federer completely mishit his return, but it dropped in. And once they get in a point, Federer likes his chances. Played a loose game to serve the first game and the second. And Roddick is looking to keep that serve, hang on to the serve so he can level this match.
Former junior champion here, Roddick. He and Stefan Edberg, the only players to win the juniors and the men's title of the U.S. Open.
That's what Jimmy once said, Dick. The last 2 points, he's really stepped in and been aggressive on those approach shots. And, you know, he's gotten an error. This one sat up high enough for him that he could cut it off. Roger couldn't track it down.
You might be asking, how about Roger Federer? Didn't he win the junior? No, he lost in '98 in the finals to David Nalbandian. 136 says Roddick cranks up the velocity. That's something that Roddick hasn't done much during this championship. Unforced error. I told you only 10 in the last 3 sets of his win against Usme, and he's been pretty solid again today. Point for 4-2. Thursday, the new Survivor you've heard so much about will finally be here. Don't miss the premiere of Survivor Cook Islands. Thursday at 8, 7 Central on CBS, America's most watched network. 31% of the men will survive, I understand, in this current episode. Can't wait to see.
National average. I don't know. I'm not sure I want to ask Mary about this 31%. Roddick's really got to maintain the focus on his serve right now. His energy level's up. He's hitting the ball better off the ground. He wants to finish that shot there. He's picking his spots, putting more on the approach shots. And Federer's, feeling it a little bit. He's shown signs of that through these couple weeks. Not hitting the ball as cleanly as he did the first set. This is what Federer does to Roddick often, just blocks it back, just floats it back. The simple fact is his energy level and effort level is so much higher right now, and it's paying off for him.
The crowd loves it.
You better believe it. They're feeding off each other. He's just believing in himself now, and Federer senses that, and he's tightened up. And he'll make a run. He's going to try to make a run to get back in the second set, so Roddick better be careful.
Here's a break point.
Yeah, this is like the insurance. You can be assured of winning this set. Unbelievable turnaround from Roddick.
Ran out of court.
Where is he?
Ran right over to where Tiger was sitting.
Roddick knows how big a chance you have here. That's why he makes the huge effort. Just don't hurt yourself. This is his fourth match. Okay, they weren't extremely tough ones, but in 5 days, he's got to be feeling that.
Now you had Roddick on a string on that point. Federer saves a break point. 4-3 in the second.
Oh, sorry. I used all of his change for the new 99-cent KFC Ultimate Cheese Snacker.
KFC snackers now come with cheese?
And they're still only 99 cents? All right. 99.
Looks like we got a snacker backer here.
Introducing the new Ultimate Cheese Snacker from KFC. 100% chicken breast, smothered in a blend of cheddar and Swiss, topped with crisp lettuce, freshly prepared on a sesame seed bun. And like the original KFC Snacker, it's only 99 cents. Now your dollar goes further at KFC.
A lot of people have trouble sleeping, but they don't all have the same trouble. Some can turn off and stay awake for hours. Others turn off right away but wake up again later. Many people have both problems. That's why people are asking their doctors for controlled release formula Ambien CR, the latest Ambien. It's the only one with 2 layers that work differently. One dissolves quickly to help you fall asleep fast. The other dissolves slowly to help you stay asleep. Ambien CR is a treatment option you and your doctor can consider along with lifestyle changes and can be taken for as long as your doctor recommends. Until you know how Ambien CR will affect you, you shouldn't drive or operate machinery. Be sure you're able to devote 7 to 8 hours to sleep before being active again. Side effects may include next-day drowsiness, dizziness, and headache. It's non-narcotic. However, like most sleep medicines, it has some risk of dependency. Don't take it with alcohol. A good night's sleep shouldn't be an on-off thing. Falling asleep and staying asleep can make a big difference. So ask your doctor about controlled release formula Ambien CR. Remember, CR.
Welcome back. A reminder, CBS Sportsline has complete coverage of today's match. All the latest from Arthur Ashe Stadium, and follow all the NFL action. Sunday Game Center exclusive on CBSSportsline.com. Roddick has not faced a break point in this set after losing his serve in 3 games of the opener.
He's got some serious zip on his serve right now. That's wide. And Federer couldn't handle the first one. Caught that just a little late.
His fastest, John, is 142 today. There you see it. Federer 131.
On the line. 3 lines and loses the point. It's that defense that Federer is capable of.
He lost the point, but he got the message from Federer that he still thinks he can win this set.
There, to me, is some signs of vulnerability as Roddick's percentage has moved up as this match has progressed. And he's playing way better. He's gotten that body going, and he's really playing at the top of his game right now.
They've reached the 1-hour mark in the match. And Roddick has a 5-3 lead in the second. Let's see, thus far, Federer 7, Roddick 1 ace. That's $800 donated by the American Express card of the USTA Dentist and Education Foundation's Aces for Kids initiative as part of the American Express Summer of Aces program. Thus far, American Express has donated over $860,000.
When Roddick starts talking to my brother and other people in the corner and fans, he's really starting to feel confident and good about himself.
Davis Cup captain Patrick McEnroe in the far corner behind Roddick. He'll be busy in a couple of weeks in Moscow as he sends the U.S. team against the Russians indoors on clay. Roddick will be a member of that team along with James Blake and the Bryan brothers in doubles. Yuzhny and Davydenko, Safin, Tursunov for the Russians. 8th ace. Pressure. We'll see if Roddick can serve it out and tie this up at a set all.
We've come to the birthplace of gridlock with 2 cars and 1 goal. Get off the island first. The new 303 horsepower Lexus GS 350. You can't lose.
Introducing the next generation of online investing. Now E-Trade technology gives you the power and the tools to make every dollar as productive as possible. Be leader of the pack.
Can I buy you a drink?
Sure. Heineken?
So...
Thanks.
Nice. Thanks.
You need one?
Yeah, sure. Man, I love your sister. Yeah. What?
Agent 24/7. Come. Our exclusive relationship with Yahoo Real Estate has produced this new internet technology that makes it easier than ever to find or sell a home.
Future of real estate. Potential real estate. The future of real estate. Now.
Back at Arthur Ashe, you can visit the USOpen.org, the official site of the U.S. Open. Check out the enhanced IBM point tracker, which graphically displays how each point has been played. IBM helps make the USOpen.org special. Andy Roddick serves for a set all. And that's a good start. 122-mile-an-hour ace, only his second of this entire match.
No one could touch that. His serve has been incredible in this set. Federer played a loose first game on his serve, and it looks like, to me, Roddick is making him pay. He's about to level this match right here.
Roddick breaking Federer at love to open this set. The only break of service.
Forehand's working much better for Roddick, too. He's really hitting through it, starting to put Federer on defense, and this crowd senses this is a real match now. They'll be tied up in a second.
3 set points. Bad luck. It had plenty of pop on it, and it flipped off the net cord and it jumped all the way across the baseline. Set point number 2. They'll play best 2 of 3 for the U.S. title.